the fuck is this world?
So, talking about Thomas Sewell, that we've had, the Nazi that everyone's talking about. This is actually quite interesting. So, I want to talk about how he came about. And this guy, his best mate, or what I've seen him in the
few of the protests.
In the protests, I don't know his name. Yeah, but have a listen to his. It's basically Thomas Sewell's origin stories.
This guy, and stay with me. This will make you think. This guy went to a public school in Australia. He was an above-average student, did well in sports, and worked well in teams. Then, when he was 18, he joined the army. He learned how to fight and serve his country. But while in the army, he discovered what he was good at was helping people who were struggling with the training, falling behind, or who had problems for some other reason. He would motivate them and get his whole team across the line. That was his strength. Now, after a couple of years of service, he leaves the army. The reason he left is because his dad was going through a divorce and he wanted to support his old man. So he moved in with his dad to make sure he was okay. But he needed a new job. And from what he learned about himself in the army, he thought, I'll become a firefighter. So he makes an application with the fire brigade down here in Victoria, Australia. Doesn't hear anything back for a while, but he pushes because he really wants to do this. He doesn't want to be just one of those people on the hose. He wants to run into burning buildings and rescue people. But they tell him no. They tell him, we can't consider your application because we're only taking female or Aboriginal applicants at this time. True story. That's what they said. He's frustrated by that, but he thinks, I'll do something that makes my dad proud. So he goes to university to study engineering. While he's in university, he encounters all sorts of creatures, like radical feminists, Marxist student unions. There's transvestites in the classrooms. He decides after a while it's really not for him. So he drops out and gets a job with the Department of Human Services to look after disadvantaged children. Kids who have no parents or their parents are having serious problems and can't look after them. These kids end up in government care. He works for that department. He's great at this. The young boys in particular, they really look up to him. He plays the role of a mentor. They take these kids out to lunch, play video games with them, give them advice. He fills the role of a real parent to a lot of these kids who never had parents. But after about a year, the ladies he works with at DHS, they think he might have far-right opinions. So they stalk his Facebook. This was when everyone was on Facebook. And they find some far-right comments this guy's made. They report it to management. He gets sacked. He loses his job. Now, he takes DHS to court for discrimination and gets a small payout. Not a lot of money, but enough to give him a couple of months to work out what he's going to do next. But at this point, he's sick of trying to play the game, trying to play fair, and just being told no. He's starting to become frustrated by the discrimination. So he starts up his own business and creates a community project. It's a men's club for promoting fitness, job networking, just men helping each other out, young men in particular. But at this stage, certain people have figured out that this guy could be a far-right threat to beautiful, modern, diverse Australia. So this guy's business, his community projects, has bricks thrown through the window. There's media articles coming out saying that they're like a secret Nazi group. And this continues for a couple of years until they actually do become a Nazi group. But this guy I'm talking about, he's a friend of mine, and you might have heard of him. His name is Thomas Sewell. He's possibly the most high-profile Nazi in Australia and maybe the world right now. I wanted to put this video out there because the media is talking a lot about Tom Sewell right now, but they're not telling the full story. And now that you know the full story, what do you think? Personally, I think this system and the people working for it, I think they've got a lot to answer for. I'm going to tell you a story about this guy. And stay with me.
Start, Nick.
I got accused of being a racist and a Nazi all this week. And
did you tell him to get fucked?
Oh, did you?
No, it was through my partner.
Oh.
One of her friends, she goes, one of her friends, I've never known you to be a racist. And she goes, I'm not a racist. And she goes, it's the company you keep.
Yeah, she needs to get told to get fucked.
What?
Yes. So I'm a racist, and now we're supporting
What do you
Thomas
mean?
Sewell. Like, fuck off, mate. What are you trying to destroy my relationship? Fucking hell.
Well, I think this,
why did you?
You go.
Why did your wife's partner? Why did your wife's friend say that?
Well, they were arguing. She's a lefty.
Oh,
Should have fucking drowned her in a puddle.
Okay, you're not helping my cause, bro.
Sorry.
I hope you're watching. Yeah,
why did she say that?
Well, my partner, I will not mention any names because I'm already in enough shit as it is. And she was anti-massing immigration. And, and she was, I've never known you to be a racist. And she goes, I'm not a fucking racist. Oh, it's the company you keep.
What?
No, again, tell her to fuck off.
Is she talking about the podcast though, or?
No, she's talking about me.
She's talking about all his
Oh,
friends.
it's just because. So you were talking about mass immigration.
Do not fucking mention a name, my friend.
I don't know who you're
Rosie
talking
from down the
about.
street.
Otherwise, you will be fucking deported.
Yeah, but it's not your partner; it's your partner's friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's the first time. And that's the first time I've been called a racist.
So you're saying it's Tom's
Seriously.
missus?
Hey?
Tom's missus called you racist. Is that what you're saying?
I never met her.
No, nobody has. She doesn't exist.
Because he is Mr. Fritzl.
She only exists when he gets the pump out.
They're all in the basement crying right now.
But anyway, on the Thomas Sewell thing, I think that's what happens when you disenfranchise someone and they start off with good intentions and unfortunately they create the monster.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't think. I think if he didn't have the whole Nazi thing going with him and just said, I'm not a Nazi, and still wore the black uniforms and everything else and didn't use the racist card, which he does, which I don't fucking like, especially because I'm German and I immigrated when I was 8 years old and I was called a Nazi when I started in primary school. And I didn't know what it was because in Germany back at that time, in when did I get here? 1979 or 19, yeah. When I grew up, there was a total blackout on it. I didn't know anything about World War II and so on, and then I had to research, like in my teens, exactly why the Germans became such fucking racist assholes, and how they. And it's exactly what's happening here with this guy.
Well, you know me, Tom, and I won't take that kind of accusation lightly.
Oh, what happened?
And I pointed out that this person has attended a lot of free Palestine marches.
Oh, they're the worst.
Well, them and Nazis have a common enemy. So who's the fucking Nazi?
Correct. Yeah. This is what.
This is the left, right? Not allowing someone else to have a different opinion to their own.